a lot of sense. We deliberated this. We said, in protest against the extraordinary rendition of our leader. It was a long preparation. It was a long preparation. On the day they're supposed to bring our leader to the court, I think that was on 2016, they refused to bring our leader to the court. The following day, Barrister, the legal team went to visit our leader at the DSS headquarters. They refused them not to see our leader. Every Biafran was yearning, crying. We have people who were admitted in hospital because everybody was having that, they were assuming that our leader has been killed. We were looking for a proof of life. We who were people who used to hear from him, from the legal councils, at that particular point, the legal council told us they refused us to see him. At that particular point, the DOS quickly intervened, took a decision that we are going to sit at home until there is a proof of life of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Until our leader is being released, that we are going to sit at home and other conditions which we did not make up to the public. But we needed to achieve something. Because in negotiation of this way, you must set your targets high. Everybody have to understand that. We do not have to tell you the way we operate. Because that has been the code our leader has taught all of us who have worked and who are working under him. At the end of the day, the moment we activated the sit at home every Monday, on the following Monday, the DSS, they called our lawyers to come and see our leader. That was a sight of relief. Many people knew that when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his co went to meet our leader, they came out and confirmed that they met our leader, he's okay. There are all the doubts that he was not alive, the proof of life that we are requesting for, at least we know our leader is okay. At this particular point, they told our leader that we have declared a sit at home. I want you to be very, I want everybody to be very clear here. I want everybody to understand very clearly what the DOS have gone through, because we are listening to the people. Because we want the people to be happy. Because we want, besides, it was not our people who asked us to sit at home. It was the DOS came up and put up the sit at home. At this particular point, Mazi, the legal team informed our leader that the IPOB leadership, the people he entrusted power into, have declared a sit at home. Our leader at that point said to them that we should, that is one of the things we have presented to him. We have other plans, what we want to do. We normally say it, we have thousands of plans against Nigeria. But everybody should know that our leader is in the hands of the enemy. Among all the plans we gave to him, he told us that they sit at home, we must suspend it for now. He will tell us when we can activate it. That was the first day when they went to see him. The first time he heard it. When the message came back to the DOS, we had a meeting. We said no, that our people want this sit at home. The first time, we said we are not going to stop. We have campaigned for it. We have spoken our words to our people. We have given this order. Besides that, our leader trusted us. He knows we are capable. He knows what we are capable to do. Even our leader knows that in his absence, this leadership can unleash terror on Nigerian government that they can never recover. our leader knows that very, very well. Our leader said, after the meeting, we said, no, we are going to go ahead and have this sit at home. We said that we have campaigned so much. The idea, the jingles are out everywhere, is bubbling, and our people have accepted this. On Thursday, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor went to him again and told him that the way this thing is going, that everywhere our people have accepted to sit at home until he is released. He said that is a very good decision. But for the second time, he's asking us to suspend it. He will tell us when to activate it. Then, when Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor came out, we go into another round of meeting. We said it remained 3 days for this sit at home. We cannot call it off. That's what we said. No, it remained 3 days. We cannot call this thing off. Let us also go ahead. Maybe if our leader happens to see what we are going to do, that he will say, go ahead. On that particular night of August, the whole Biafran sat at home. The news, international news medias, they carried how we shut down. And not only that, our allies, who are the Ambazonians, they closed the border. They shut there because they are our allies. Biafra land was shut down. From Enugu to Ambazonia land was all shut down on that particular day, on that night of August. And at the end of the day, when Barrister Aloy Ejimakon went to visit our leader, we make another presentation. We told him to print all those things. How the news, how everywhere is bubbling, how the world is talking about the shut at home, they sit down, they sit at home order, how successful it was. Our leader, for the third time, he told him, Barrister, I really appreciate what IPOB leadership have done. I really appreciate the struggle, what they are doing on my behalf. And I'm really, really happy that they can be able to stir this struggle, even when I'm in the hands of. But I am begging them, they should listen to me. Suspend this struggle. Suspend this sit-at-home order. That was the third time. Now we said, okay, it is a very difficult decision to make, Mazi. For me and my colleagues in the Directorate of State, none of them is happy when our leader said that we should call it off. We have presented all the points that we need to present to him. Then on Thursday, the last Thursday, before Mazi Edoziem came on air on Friday to suspend the sit at home, we make our final move. We had a meeting with the barrister, with the legal team. We told them we still insist that they sit at home. We proceed. We are begging. Some of us were asking for 1 month. Sit at home. Since our leader is consistently telling us to suspend this. Some members of the DOS asked for 1 month. Some asked for 6 weeks. Some said, Onyendu, allow us to do this last one. Then we will review it. When we come to that point, Barrister Ejiofor told us to set out our points and all the things we needed. Besides, these are not all the things we needed to hear from him. There are other things that we can communicate with the lead team, the legal team. At the same time, when Barrister Ejiofor came back, he said, Onyendu said, thank you so much for all the effort you people are doing. We still have the free hand to do whatever we want to do to make sure that we secure his release. In all the plans we have, that we want to secure the release of our leader, the suspension of this sit at home was the only thing he was pointing at. He continuously asks us, all the decisions we made is okay by him. He told us that we have the right, we have all his backings to continue to lead this struggle, but he is requesting for the last time. At this particular point, we come to realization that if we crosses this particular line, that means it becomes an insubordination because it was an order for the fourth time. We are trained in this struggle to obey the last command. And the DOS have made sure they put that into practice. And that order is not going to be disobeyed. The other previous one was because we are trying to convince him, we are trying to place our say, allow us to continue on this, but consistently our leader said, I want you people to suspend. I will tell you the right time you can activate this, and it will give us the maximum result we want for the restoration of Biafra. For me, it was a difficult decision. But for the fact that I know in life there are win and loss. You can lose today, you win tomorrow. You can lose for many times, but at last you will win. I am somebody who believes I can fall 7 times and I will stand up 7 times. No matter how many times I fall on the ground, be assured that China Samworu will make sure that I stand up. I took it as an order, and we are in a struggle, we are not in democracy. And that order was not given to be deliberated. It was not given. That is an order. And for that reason, the DOS has no other option than to move in to implement that order. And that order, we are implementing it, and we will make sure that our people go back to business, go back to their work, and start everything back to normal on Monday. It is an order, and if you know that you love our leader, I do not talk about myself personally, because for me, my personal feelings does not have anything to do with this struggle. What matters is the order given by our leader and the direction he wants this struggle to go. My personal feelings, I may have personal feelings, I'm not happy, it does not matter. Because my feelings, sometimes your feelings can mislead you. You may have the feeling to eat, but actually you are not hungry. So I may have the feeling, oh, it is not good, but actually, if you look at the content, and I know what we have in the background and what we are about to do, I do not see it as anything. In as much as I know, I do not feel good, but it is inconsequential in this order our leader have given Mazi. And that's why I am coming back here again today to tell our people that sit-at-home order has been suspended, and is suspended by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing he has requested from us, and we are going to obey him. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Chinasa. There is something you said now. You said could have touched, it struck a chord. You know, I asked you about your personal feelings, and you mentioned that yes, you're a human being, you have your personal feelings about the thing. You might not be happy personally, but it is inconsequential. That is a point, a very big point. You know, as a loyal soldier, that is your personal feeling doesn't matter. Because sometimes your personal feelings can deceive you to the overall struggle. Now, before I open my lines, because many people have already started calling, some are sending me messages, they want to call, they want to ask questions. Now, before I open my lines, I say, what about those people that are inciting, even on the social media, now going above what should be, in order to incite our people into, because now it is insubordination. What are you going to say about it, please, before I will open my lines now?
Mazi, what I have to say about this thing is this. This is not our first experience. You know, when our leader is being, last time that was on 12th October 2015, he was arrested in Lagos. We witnessed this similar, insubordination and attacks. We are old in the system. We have learned from experience. We know how to deflect. We know how to detect the moves. We know how to detect the Nigerian agents. The only worrying thing there is those IPOB members. the IPOB principal officers, who are old in this struggle, but they do not know when the enemies have infiltrated the circle. For example, everybody know in any freedom fighting, even in political situations, your leader is under the hands of the enemy. What do the government do? Their next move is to destabilize the organization. That is why from the moment they arrested our leader, you watch all their attacks, all their agents, all the people, all their attack lies on the DOS. Reasons are, if we can be able to disorganize the DOS, divide this struggle, then the enemies can do away or do anything they want to do with our leader. That is the reason why you see many of our people. For example, I used to tell people today, I get it. I was pushed so much on the social media that I became a little bit, I went out of my way, because the Bible says when some people speak to you foolishly, you answer them in a foolish way. For example, go to and see those people who are attacking us. Go and open their social media. Look at those names talking rubbish. Click their social media account. Either you will see some small boys who are still answering mommy, thank you, at home, or you see some people who have not posted anything on their timeline pertaining Biafra, who do not have any, they are not even bold enough to say I am a Biafran, but they are the one now contributing, telling you that we are going to disobey, we are going not to accept what you people said. You don't need to be told that these are Nigerian agents. From our reliable information, we know Nigerian government, the DSS, they pushed a lot of money into the hands of these stupid people. You see, many of them were people dislodged from IPOB. They are also on social media with ordinary names, with fake names. If Chinasa want to write, even if it is something that doesn't concern the struggle, maybe I write about something that happened somewhere, that doesn't matter, they come there to attack you and tell you, DOS must do this. It's very easy to decode them. We are masters in this game. In social media, nobody can compete with the IPOB media. We know all the games. Today, we have decided that we are coming after all those people. Let us stretch our hands and know who controls the social media. These are people, agent provocateurs, members that are being recruited by Nigerian government, attacking the IPOB leadership, attacking the IPOB structure in the move only to destroy IPOB, to divide the attention of IPOB. Let them see who will take one side, other people will take one side, and that time we found out that IPOB have been destroyed, and right now they can do our leader. For now, I can tell you something. The Nigerian DSS are not fools. The Nigerian DSS, they are not fools. They are professionals also, irrespective that they disobey court order. They know that the person they are holding is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the greatest liberation movement around the world. They know. A leader of over 70 million people, they know that maltreating him in the DSS detention have consequences. They know. So for people being afraid that the DSS will torture our leader, they cannot do it. They can only do it if we divide ourselves. They can only do it when we allow people to come inside IPOB and trying to destroy the structure. That is the only time they can talk to him like a small boy. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not a criminal. He's a political prisoner. And apart from that, he was being extraordinary rendition from another country to Nigeria. Do you think that DSS doesn't know? The Nigerian DSS knows that if we hear anything, any ill maltreatment against our leader in their hands, there are consequences, and they will never try that. Therefore, any IPOB member who have now found the Facebook as a source of information, not information, because we are using Facebook to disseminate our information, but any IPOB officer, any IPOB member who say he belongs to IPOB and they found the Facebook, a platform where he takes order, and not from Radio Biafra, not from Mazi Chike Dosiem, the head of DOS, or any information coming from the leadership, IPOB DOS, or any press release coming from our publicity and media secretary, Emma Powerful. That person is one. That means the person did not learn anything in IPOB, and he's not worthy to be an IPOB member. Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy. I will open my lines. You know, it is really absurd, honestly. When you hear some people, they will come out, I will only take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No other person can command me. I look at those people as, these are, even I consider them as moles. You see some people saying, okay, how can you prove? Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk to us. And they know that he is there. You know this thing, as you said, we have passed through this in 2015. You see these people, they know that our leader cannot call on phone in where he is in DSS dungeon to Radio Biafra to talk to Biafrans. But they will say no, unless we hear his voice. Mazi, we know all these things. As you say, we are masters in this game. I will open my lines right now, please. I will open my lines right now. But before I do that, I will go into a few minutes break so that we should start taking calls, please. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, and today is the 18th day of August in the year of our Lord 2021. We are here live and direct. Mazi Chinas and Wori is here with me, taking calls, taking your questions. These are our studio lines, please, for you to call in. I have many people already on the phone. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, direct line +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I have a caller, the first caller on WhatsApp. One WhatsApp. Mazera by Charles, I think you are the first caller. Please, can you come in? Welcome to the program. And other callers, please hold on. I'll come to you. Welcome to the program, please. Mazera by Charles, can you hear me? Rabbi Charles, are you there? My goodness me. Okay, the thing just cut. I don't really understand why. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi. Yes, I think it's Mazi Tramona Yanogo. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes.
Please, you make your either questions or submissions very precise because many people wants to talk. I give randomly 2 minutes, highest maximum 3 minutes, please, so that you go direct to the point. Welcome to the program. Go on, Mazi, please.
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Simon Ayanogo from Umak Isinolo. I want to use this opportunity to thank all IPOB family members all over the world and thank our able leader wherever he may be. Mechuku Ike Abiyama protect and guide him. He said, may he protect IPOB leadership. We are in trial now, but the trial is over. Thank God that we are back. Thank you, Mazi Chinas Oworu, all the OGOS members. We appreciate every one of you. I want you people to use this time and take this time what is happening in the midst of the Israelis during the time they left Egypt. We are almost in the same situation now. If you listen to what is going on, please, GOS members, I want to use this opportunity to plead to every one of you. You know how our people are. They want to know everything. Things they're supposed to know, things they're supposed not to know. They want to know it. Like as Mazi Jonathan was saying, people that are saying they want to hear our leader. Yes, it's true. They want to hear our leader, but they know it's impossible. Again, I see whatever that is going on in this struggle, I see thank Almighty Chukwuke Abiyam for this struggle because he is the leader. He is the one that make every one of us. None of us went to school, or none of us we are told that you're gonna do this, but some of us we are born to do what we are doing. GOS, I'm just want to ask a question because.
Please go direct. Go direct. There are many callers. Yeah. Please be precise. Go direct on the question.
I'm going direct to the question. Now, I just want to confirm this. I know that the order of the leader was floated, but there is a reason. There is a reason because he is in the hand of the enemy. We don't know his situation. We don't know what is going on with him. So now the sit at home have cancelled, and there are things we needed before this sit at home will be cancelled or whatever will happen. I don't want you to be coming up to be making it public because this is question happening. Asked to me many times, whatever we wanted, have we achieved it? Because Nigerians don't agree in agreement. They don't abide in agreement.
What is your question, please, Mazi?
My question is this now. The call of the sit at home was from our leader, and before that I saw it, but leave it there. Now they have confirmed it. Our leader is healthy. Our leader will come out in miraculous way. I know it, but now they confirm our leader is alive because Mazi Chinas Oworu, his previous announcement was proof of life of our leader. And which they have confirmed that.
Okay, secondly, which means it's not a question, it's a submission. I think I've gotten your point.
Okay, because I want to confirm this because we are always hearing they say who is saying this? Our attorney. Let me make it clear to you before I drop. Everybody is still a suspect to me in this struggle until we achieve what we are, until we get where we are going. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm not doubting anybody. We are not quarreling anybody because some of this thing that is going on is what our enemy want to see, but they know that IPOB is in this struggle.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Nobody can describe IPOB. We are together. We are marching together. Thank you for giving.
Thank you very much. I don't think it's a question. It's a submission because I want our people, please. Go direct. Stop this tanking. I have thousands of callers are here. Go straight to the point. If you want to make suggestion or submission, do it under 3 minutes highest. If you want to ask a question, go direct, please. We're in a serious business. Maazi, is it Pastor Jack? Are you there? Please go on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, Maazi Chinedu. Pastor Jack on the line, calling from my location. This is just a submission and and a suggestion as well. What Maazi Chinedu has put out this night is just clear to Biafran people. And I must have to say, there is nothing more Biafran people I expect nor requesting rather than this. Maazi, if you can remember in the past, I was pointing out, look and see, I'm hammering on that, maybe I'm trying. Channel of communication. Our people are supposed to listen to DOS. But there is a saying that when the desirable is not available, the available becomes desirable. When our people want to hear from the leadership, as when they want to hear it, and they don't hear that from any angle. And any angle they hear any information that is available to them without the proper protocol, they are banned. I see some of them going to social media, they will be propagating, pushing this one said this one said that. So when events take place, because when all this thing started was when our leader was and the information internally was not put that on time. I did not blame the US because at the end of the day, I understood some things. 2017, when they invaded the house of our leader, that was communicated. When that communication came, everybody knew. We don't need all the information, but everybody knew what was on ground. And everybody know the action to take as at that time. Even when you are telling the public, you know what to say because you have certain information that you needed. So the availability of information to family members through the same channel we used to disseminate them internally, not the one to be on the public. There would be any need for them to be going on social media, be writing, because yes, they are agents provocateur. They are there. You cannot. There's no way you take them away. But you need to keep our people informed. And finally, our leadership make themselves available for outside. I know yes, we are sending them through the channel of God, through our channel, but they should make them available. That is also what our people want. I appreciate that the work they are doing.
Thank you, Maazi. Thank you, Maazi. You see the disruptions? Please. Thank you for your submission. Thank you. I have Maazi Rabbi Charles, you're back. Please, can you take the podium and ask your question? Please. Welcome to the program. Rabbi Charles. Rabbi Charles, can you hear me? Please go on. Can you hear me? Yes, of course. The whole world is hearing you. Go on.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? It's now
Go on.
Evening to Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra freedom lovers, I salute you and Rabbi Charles. I greet you, Chinedu, and the moderator, and China Samoro. I have a question for Maazi China Samoro. From the analysis you just made, I listened to you, the act of war, and what happened during the Second World War. So, from that analysis and what China Samoro was saying, I have a question. The question is, since this order came from our leader, did he say in private the reasons why the order is being given? And if he did say so, I would like, maybe if it is sensitive, do not share it. If it is something you can share, then go ahead. Secondly, Biafrans that are calling, and some of us that are reacting are not reacting as a matter of being a saboteur. It's a result of love and fear for our leader. So when there is something that I learned in struggle, when your leader is being captured, you wouldn't allow him
to give order from captivity. The moment he has been captured the way it happened, the DOS, the next authority will be DOS. And DOS will make it clear to the zoo government that we will cease from taking orders from him, not as a result of rebelliousness or disobedience. It is how it should be. If order is being given from, if our leader gives order from there and we take the order, it can go against our struggle. The enemy shouldn't know who is giving order at the moment. I have final one to go. Final one, please.
Okay, go on. So go on. More question, right? Yeah, that's what I said. Go on, so that he will answer all at the same time.
I will cite examples, not a question. I will cite example to back what I'm saying. When Mandela was apprehended, Chris Hani took authority and took over. He was the leader of MK. He was my mentor. Chris Hani, Mandela was communicating to him right there from Robben Island. Chris Hani said, no, my duty is to get you out. You are there. I am out. I see what is going on outside. You don't see what is going on outside. My duty is to get you out. And Chris Hani kept his word. And Chris Hani got him out. He ceased taking order from Dr. Nelson Mandela from prison. And that is...
I think Mazi Rabbi Charles, we get your point. Thank you. Mazi Chinasanwuru, are you there, please? Over to you. The first question, you say, if there is any reason that our leader gave for what he said, if it is sensitive, you can keep it. If it is made for public, you can share it. Please, go on.
Yeah, Master, thank you. Thank you, Rabbi Charles. I want to make something very clear. Sit-at-home order is not the only plans had by this Directorate of State or this present leadership to take this struggle to the next level. We have many plans, and they are not to be, displayed in the public. I will make one example for you. People are talking about plans. Our leader, there are many plans, there are blueprints we have before he's even being captured. And he said, if I am there or not there, you follow the blueprint. And it's as simple as that. Our leader is not giving us order. He knows that the DOS are capable in his absence to unleash even a more vicious attack on Nigeria more than when he's present. He knows that. He knows that very, very well. For this reason, the reason why he wants us to suspend is not to be made public. That is what I will say. Because it's another weapon. It is an alternate plan more than what we have done, more than what he's asking for. He asks us to concentrate on those plans more than the sit at home. That is number one. Number two, this narrative Rabbi Charles has put on now, this is a different school of thought. It is a common school of thought. But in IPOB, we are in the 21st century. We have our strategy. When we came, people believe we cannot do anything. They call us Facebook warriors. And when we apply our tactics, people marvel how we do it. In 2015, the same thing was what was moving everywhere. That Martin Namdekan, we cannot take order from him. He is in the prison. Even at that particular time, the members of the DOS at that particular time went to the left. Everybody who is in IPOB in 2015-16 can confirm this thing I'm saying. They went to the level, the former DOS comprises of Onyonyo, Ilania, and all of them have been no more. And then they went to the level to say that instruction from our leader. Besides, our leader never asked them to take instruction. He left the leadership in their hands. But they went to the point, they were campaigning that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was mentally ill in the prison. They went to this level. Many coordinators hearing my voice today can confirm what I am saying. And unfortunately, people like us was there, even though we were not in the DOS at that time. But we have a close working relationship with our leader. In the Middle East, I know some of my colleagues called me. They asked me, Mazimoru, kindly be sincere to yourself and to us. You do speak with our leader on a regular basis. Is our leader having a mental problem? I told them no. I told them I spoke with our leader today before we have this meeting with them. That our leader doesn't have any mental problem. And I thank one of our coordinators that time in the Middle East. He picked it upon himself and started the fight against them, asking them how they can blackmail the leader to this point. By just talking about South Africa, we are talking about South Africa in the 80s and 70s.
And 60s. Below.
When communication was very difficult, you write a letter, it takes 3 months to be delivered, and it takes it. That is why they took that opportunity. You don't use it at this particular time. Our leader has access. Many people are going to him on a day. Our leader is a political prisoner in a different geographical part of the world. What he's pursuing, Mandela was pursuing for apartheid, which will understand segregation. What we are fighting is for freedom. A separate home for the different people. Mandela was fighting for the blacks to be allowed to mix other nationalities that were living in South Africa. In as much as it is also freedom, but what we are fighting is very distinct. Secondly, let me make this thing very clear. Let me make it very clear. Those who are championing this idea is a wrong idea because this idea was given us in 2015. And had it been we have taken that idea and allow our leader to remain in the hands of the enemies, we continue to say we move on. Our leader never stop us not to move on. Our leader never tell us not to take the struggle to the next level. There is a blueprint out there. There are plans for IPOB leadership. There are plans for the IPOB media. There are plans for the ESN. All these things are already there. Which order? What we can execute? We have the plans in the next 1 year. Our leader, the IPOB media, our leader have never talked to them for more than 2 years, and they are moving smoothly. The ESN have their people who are working, they are taking instructions from them. Even if they like, they catch 1,000 commanders. ESN will be moving very, very smoothly. So it is a very wrong comparison, comparing the time we are in, when technology, information have different ways to disseminate. We have people meeting our leader. When Mandela was in the island, it was later he was free that they used to communicate with. People go to meet our leader. Since our leader is in the detention, more than 5 to 6 people have met him. His brother just met him a few days ago. His brother told him and know he is in a sound mind. Using that particular yardsticks to tell nobody is saying we are not moving forward. Our leader never tell the DOS don't take action. Chike Dosiem is the head of the directorate. He's the one championing this struggle at the moment. But that does not stop us. If we have a reason to look back and give our hand back to our leader to lift him up, nobody will stop us to do that. Nobody. We have commanders in the ESN who are in the hands of the enemy. Other people have taken over. They are not waiting for them. So it is a wrong communication. We should not use theoretical approaches to face practical issues. What we are seeing. Sometimes we need a common sense. they want us to do. They want us to live with our leader while somebody is here championing Biafra on the other side. Before you understand, IPOB is divided into 2 to 3 places, and our leader will rust in jail. May God forbid. For that reason, Rabbi Charles, we do appreciate all these concerns, and the people in the Directorate of State, they know what I'm talking about. All this idea has been brought forward. It has been deliberated. You don't know the advice, the pressure the people in the DOS have gotten. People have advised us more than what you advised us. Take the leadership. Your leader is the person who told you you are lying. Our leader is in the jail. He's a political prisoner. He's a prisoner of conscience. We will fight with him. We will do all we can. And Chukwu Kikabiyama knows. Heaven and earth knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will walk out from that place as a free man and unconditionally. They know he did nothing. He's fighting for the freedom of his people. We do not come here to say that because he's in the enemy's camp. He is not telling me, just you have to do this. I already know what to do when my leader is not there. Mazi Chike doesn't know what to do. Mazi Tony Zumike knows what to do. Asayoba knows what to do. Everybody, all of us in that Directorate of State knows what to do, irrespective of our indifferences, irrespective of our argument and deliberations. At the end of the day, we come with one voice. So I do ask Biafrans, please, let us stop equating points because we read them in books, we heard them in stories. Let them compare them with things that are happening presently. We have tested this before, it worked for us and it will work again and it will continue to work. That any leader that is being held under the Biafra restoration, because this is a divine project, we will always give our hand. At the last moment, when we need that one long voice, because we know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no 3 things in this struggle, we know maybe 1 or 2. But at the time we may need him, we will always go back to him and ask him, irrespective of anything, irrespective that is in the hands of the enemies. But we know sound mind is given by Chukwu Kikabiyama. It's not given by anybody. We know when we go back to him to seek an advice, and his advice will make a difference in whatever we are doing. Thank you, Mazi Jonathan.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. I think it is well understood. I'll not add anything. Many calls are flowing in, so as my advice, we need to keep it as brief as possible from the callers. I have a caller on signal. Caller on signal, can you hear me? I have a caller who has been holding on signal. Please, do you have a question? Please, you go on. Just maximum 3 minutes. Thank you. Go on.
I have a question.
Caller on signal, can you raise your voice? Go on, please. Caller on signal.
Hello, are you hearing me?
Go on. Yes, your voice is now coming out. Go on. Go on.
Yes, sir. My name is Nkochi Mezi. I'm calling from Ghana. The Ghana.
Mazi, I don't know what is happening. Mazi. My goodness.
Are you hearing me, sir?
Please, this thing is shaking. Yes, you cut off before and I don't know. Go on, please, go on.
Yes, I said my name is Nkochi Mezi. I'm
Go
calling
on
from
with
Ghana.
your name. Go on, please ask your question.
Yes, my question is based on what is happening in Afghanistan, how these people take over from the Afghanistan government. So my question based on that, what if, because you can see the Northerners, the ASWAC, even they were all jubilating of what happened. What if tomorrow Boko Haram decided to take over from the ASWAC from Nigeria government, which we know that Nigeria at present time they don't have a president. What if they do what that happened in Afghanistan? What are we going to do? That is my question. So based on sit at home, what order our leader have given is what we stand on. if you go to Facebook, some of them ranting on Facebook, they are not even hyping me because today I tried to chat with one person. I asked him, are you an IP member? He said, no, I never joined. But he's chatting from Aba. So some of them writing on Facebook saying we should continue the status. Some of them are not IP member. We stand on the order. We stand on control, command and control. And we believe on HOD and DOS. Whatever thing they said is final. Thank you, Mas. As I wait for my question to be answered.
Thank you. Mazi Chinasa is asking about the Afghanistan situation. We need to go, Mazi.
But let me say something about his question. What are we going to do? That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have floated ESN. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was in America, he went to the World Igbo Congress. He told them, give me the guns and bullets to protect our land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, unless you are new in this struggle, by now I believe every Biafran is supposed to be ready. Doing quite well. You do not need a prophet to tell you what is about to come in Nigeria. What happened in Afghanistan is completely what might happen in Nigeria. But one thing is, in Nigeria it will happen, because in Biafra land, we will fight them till the last man standing. There might be rejoicing in the north for what Taliban has done. But for me personally, I am also learning from what have happened in Taliban, and I know many of my colleagues are learning, that irrespective of the name they will call you, winning is what matters in life. Everybody knows for 20 years, the Taliban has been demonized, called all sorts of names, terrorists, everything, bomb. America has fought them for 20 years. And after 20 years, over 20 years, America realized that they cannot defeat an ideology. They can fight that war till the next generation. America will continue to lose their money, lose their soldiers in a foreign land that doesn't belong to them. And at the end of the day, that is to show them that no matter what the Fulanis and the Hausas, or not the Hausas, the Fulanis and their Islamists are planning to do in that Biafra land, that it will never work. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have risen the consciousness of everybody to learn how to resist all these invaders, all these people who have come into our land to kill and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group, they call you all kinds of names. One day we are going to overrun that country and to destroy us. Therefore, the issue of Afghanistan should be taken as a lesson also. A lesson in the sense that, irrespective of they call you that IPOB, you a terrorist group,
I think he's back. He's back. He's back. I'm sorry, let me check. We were roughly interrupted. Very, very roughly interrupted. Let me confirm. We are back, yes. We are back. We are back. I had somebody that I cut his line. I need to call him back. Welcome back, please. We are rudely interrupted. I don't know why. And we are taking care of the situation. And I think, yes, we are back. We are 100% right now. So, caller, as I was saying before, our people, like the last caller said, our people we always look at something maybe in another point of view. Like one of our brothers said that we saw people rejoicing from the north during the Taliban, progress or their conquest. That is their. It's okay with them. That is their ideology. As Mazichin Asamoru said, you can never defeat ideology. When Donald Trump was elected, our people rejoice on the streets. No matter that we are shot at, killed. So that is it. The issue is that you can never defeat ideology. Pastor Iginla said it. He said dialogue now. Not everything you treat with gun. Therefore, please, I will go back. I had a caller on WhatsApp. Caller from South Africa, please. I will take your call before I take another call because you have been here. Caller from South Africa, can you hear me?
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes,
Welcome to the program. You're a patient man. We have a technical problem, but go on, please. Your question, if you may.
Thank you very much. I greet you, sir. Maz Chinas, I greet you from here. Is my brother Chidera from my location, sir. I have two questions to you.
Go on. Go on. Yes, listening. Go.
Yes. My first question to our leader is there anything that preventing the head of DOS from the day he made that broadcast from making it clear to us that order was from our leader? If there is a reason for that and it's not something he can share with us on the radio, it's fine by me. But for the sake of clarity, what lesson have we learned from this particular sit at home and the suspension? My question is it anything preventing? Because from the first day he made the broadcast, that is, he came to talk to us that this suspension this sit at home had been suspended. And instead of him going to social media or making clarity later in the day, what's stopping him from that particular time he made that broadcast saying, when addressing the Biafrans, our leader have given a directive and sit at home must be cancelled, because from misunderstanding people did is because he himself and a lot of DOS members and most of us have to come and start defending. That's why a lot of people start saying no, we are not sure about where this order is coming from. What's stopping him from that particular broadcast? Make it clear that according to our leader, that word according is
okay. Thank you. We have gotten your first question. Do you have go on.
Second question to our brother Chinasa is, Chinasa, if you look at the sit at home issue, it's more 99.9, if not 120% in the Biafra land, only in 5 states. 4 states is not only Biafra. What are you doing as the head of DOS to make sure that the next movement Ipob made, it will be covered? Not only people seeing it. If you look at BBC, they're only going around all the Igbo, the dominant Igbo land. What happened to our brothers there? Why is it not being forced over there? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maazi Chinasa, I think you got his question. Do you?
I got his first question. I got his second question, but due to network, he said, what are we doing next time, right? The third one, when we call the sit at home, it will be, isn't it?
No, yeah, I had 2 questions. The first question is you say you had him. The second question he said, what is happening to our brother, our people in the southern Biafra, in the riverine part of Biafra?
Okay.
What are we doing as DOS? What are you doing in order to make sure that if this type of thing happens again, it will be covered every other part of Biafra land? Please go on.
Okay, Mazi, thank you so much. But I understand from the first question he asked, he talked about why didn't they do the HOD when he suspended? Our people should learn something. When an order is given, the HOD came and gave the order. It was not the duty of HOD to start discussing it. The discussion is what we are doing now. The discussion is what you people on the radio are doing. The analysis for people to understand is what all of us are doing right now. Go to the social media. IPOB media are doing the analysis. They are trying to talk to people. When an order comes out, the duty of HOD is to deliver that order. He is not alone. There are many departments who will take up those things and start working on them. And that is what we are doing. Besides, when the HOD came on Friday and gave that order, you don't also expect for us to start analyzing it. We need to see the people's reaction. We need to feel the
Mazi, can I comment? Can I also put a focus on that question?
Yes.
Because a redirection, because what he said, what prevented the HOD to come out when he made that announcement to say that this direction is from our leader? But because he said it, I hosted Mazi to him here.
Yes.
He said this is an order from the highest, from our leader. From the highest leadership of this program. I don't know what people want again.
That is it. He made it very clear, unless he didn't understand. Maybe he wants him to say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you say from the highest command, the highest leadership, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Of course it is. Mazi, do you know, it's just like, let's take this example. Christ, everybody is talking about Christianity today. It's just like when Christ, for example, when Christ was arrested, he was not there. And after his apostles came on board, and people would say, no, I don't want you, the apostles. What do you know? We need a command direct from that Christ. If we see him, once you are a follower, a lover of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all these things is out of love we have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, yes. But sometimes that love, that emotion can distract or misdirect the way what you want to achieve. It brings out opposite results because of what? Because of ignorance. I don't know whether you understand what I mean.
Yes.
So that is the thing. Out of that love and the emotion, now that person if you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and don't obey the structure he put in place, which means we are not building, we are building human being only. Our leader is making us building infrastructures, institutions. So that whether he's there or whether Mazi Chinasanwori is there, I'm there, or no, any person, HOD is there or no, the institution is there for people to respect it. That is it. That is one thing Nigeria lack. They don't build the institutions, they build people. So that once one person, that person is out of the question, now everything collapses. But what our leader is building here is institution. So that, we respect leadership. That is it, because it comes from him. So, Mazi, I don't know whether you have an answer or anything to add to the question or the second question. Please, you go on, so that I pick another call.
Mazi, for the second question, in our brothers in the Riverine area, they are coming up. But because of the division, the seed of discord built in the Nigerian system. But I can tell you, they are coming up because most of them from Bayelsa to Akwa Ibom, to Cross River, to Igodomigodo, and Sekiri Urobo. We are having younger brothers who are coming up with that same ideology you found in the hinterland. It is really, we ought to understand, it is not moving in the pace everybody expected, but I can show you within the year out, we have people from that side arguing the radio, and you come to social media, they are waking up. But only thing is this, you might not record the same compliance you found in the hinterlands because of all these little unnecessary divisions that they are playing. But most of the people from that river area, they have taken it as their responsibilities that they will make sure they deliver those coastal line for this restoration project. And I can tell you, they are doing their best. If you go to Bayelsa, we have people working always. We got the African rep is doing a very great job from that area, and we have members of the DOS coming from that riverine area. All of them are working. They're showing a tremendous level of hard work. But only that now they are working, you might not see it, but later on you will see all they have done, to be in the public. But I can bet you the DOS have consistently tried their best. We have made sure the radio is in those areas, but it doesn't work always like we want. We have always some technical problems, which we look at. Our brothers in the coastal area are joining to the level of their hard work, how they are coming out, and in their participation, I can tell you, it's just a matter of time because thank you, Master.
Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. Let me pick the first caller on direct line. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me, caller on direct line? No, the line is gone dead. No. Let me, caller on WhatsApp, please. Thank you for holding on. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Master.
Welcome to the program. Please go. Thank you for holding on and go straight to your question, if you have any.
All right. Like I said, my name is Kelechi. I'm calling from the East. My question goes like this, sir. Before the DOS came to suspend the seat at home, I think on Friday or thereabout, before they came to suspend that seat at home, there was a tweet by DOS Twitter handle that asked us, I think on Tuesday, should we continue on this seat at home or we should stop? Please, I want to find out who put out that tweet, because this happened before they met our leader in the prison. Who put out that tweet, and why didn't DOS come to stop it if they are not the one? If they are not the one that put it out? That's number one. Number two, our leader before he was arrested said that our people in Anambra are not going to vote for Anambra election. Now that the DOS said that we must take some direction from our leader, please, somebody come out of DSS tomorrow, and tell us that our leader have suspended that we should go ahead and vote in Anambra State. DOS, please tell us, are we going to follow that order too? That is number two. Number three, there is a woman called the head of the recovering council. This woman has been making serious allegations, pointing to people in hierarchy of Ipob leadership. Please, US, what investigation are you putting in place to investigate that matter and make sure that anyone found guilty are brought to book? That's number three. Number four, sir, when our
please, Mazi, you need to take it little by little so that I think three questions are okay. We should not be
okay. This last one, please.
When our leader was in Kenya, we heard he drove to the airport, according to the barrister, to pick somebody at the airport. Please, who is that person he went to pick at the airport? And who was the person that told the Nigerian government and the Kenyan government that our leader is in Kenya? Let me stop here for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Mazi Chinasa, do you
should I go up the line? I should go up the line now.
Yes, you can go. Yeah, because so that I pick out us also. You'll be listening through our app.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Please go off, because even I cannot even go off because of calls. I can't talk, can't pick it or. Okay, Mazi Chinasa. Yes, go ahead. I think, do you get the questions?
I got the questions. I got the questions.
And number elections, financial and Kenya episode. Go on.
Yes. Number one, I saw that tweet he's talking about. That tweet was saying a Biafran tweet, but I saw it tagged on the DUS Twitter page, Twitter handle. People call for attention. That particular tweet, because he said it's Biafra Twitter, there was a slight misunderstanding, because that tweet was not tweeted by the HOD or by the person. We don't know how. Hello, good evening.
Please, caller on WhatsApp. Hold on. Once I pick your call, I didn't talk to you. You keep quiet. You know that somebody is speaking. Please.
I want to make something very clear. The Twitter he's talking about, there is no way the leadership will ask seeking people opinion if they want the sit at home to continue, because it was a success. If it was a success, why asking people if they sit at home will continue? That was not the reason. I don't know who put the Twitter, but it did not come directly from the US. It was Twitter, Biafra Twitter. I think somebody tweeted it on the timeline of the
tagged the
DOS, because I tried to confirm from the HOD, tried to confirm. He told me there was no tweet like that, but when I go to the handle, I saw it, but it was not officially tweeted by the HOD or by the person who is handling that Twitter handle. And to answer that question, you cannot come to ask people, do we continue? A sit at home, we know it was a complete compliance. So why should we ask people if they sit at home we continue or not? We were not seeking for people's opinion. We didn't seek people's opinion before we call for the sit at home. We're supposed to know this is a freedom fighting movement. Many things you might not be consulted. Most of you know that when we launched the ESN, can anybody tell me, even those prophets that used to see in the night and see in the day, can anybody, one of them came out to tell you ESN, that IPO was about to launch ESN? Did any of them come and even come closer to forecast or prophesy that ESN was on the way? And when ESN was launched, every one of you applauded them, you sent accolades, you were very happy, you were jumping up. What we are saying is this: it's not everything that you just catch on. You hold on that without even critically analyzing it. Don't pick up points because people just pick up points. You found out in that point, let me take it. You yourself, you have the capacity to analyze certain things before you now take it to bring out to the public. Ask questions. That's what Mazin Nandekano have taught us. But let us not ask questions that may make us to belittle us in the public. But what I'm saying is this: there is no way IPOB will conduct. This sit at home is not the first time we are doing it. We started sit at home since 2017. Everybody know that. We started to call for sit at home, and it has been gaining momentum anytime we call for it. So if somebody has tagged that Twitter there, it's a misrepresentation of what we were talking about. Then number two, like you said, for now, we are not making a categorical statement about any election at home. But our people are supposed to know there is no need for election, because what happened in Imo State will happen in Anambra. And what we are asking our people, this is a kind of conscience. We want to touch the conscience of our people. We say, Are you ready to repeat the same nonsense they have repeated all these years? If they want to put any emergency rule, they want to put, let them put it. Let us at least experience it. Let us see how the emergency will look like. And maybe the emergency rule will stop all these politicians in Anambra who are climbing on top of each other. Two brothers coming out for one position in Anambra. Maybe if we can convince our people to keep away from the Anambra election, let us see how it's really going to work out. Because they will tell us they will impose emergency rule or the state of emergency in the state. We want to witness how the state of emergency will be. But maybe it will be a yardstick for us to continue to push. There will be no election. Maybe will favor us. When the world will see, and it will favor us that by 2023 nothing will be happening in Biafra land. So it is something we are going to touch, and to the parliament to talk about Biafra. All these things are bullshit stories. We will try my turn, about not average. You want me to talk about Biafra? We are not nonsense. You can do that. Have a decision. There is no statement on the our and our wish. Make sure that we I think
Maz, I think your voice is I don't know, cracking. Please check your voice is cracking somehow. Please check your. Okay, it's okay. Are you using earpiece? If you are using earpiece, please you check it.
Are you using headphone from a computer?
Yes, I know it from that. If you speak a bit louder, it ceases a bit. I think your point has been gotten. So I think you can go to the third question, about financial allegation being put on social media.
One thing I have to know. Yes, Dr. Nelly is the Access and the Recovery Officer for IPOB. But one thing everybody has to understand that judgments are not made on social media. There is no place in the world, even the jury, even in the court, judgments cannot pass on social media. You cannot, no matter every evidence you have. Now, even the accusation is going on the social media. Have she gotten what she wants? Is that the way we have the court? We think there is something that is wrong. People can go there, if you feel the DOS is not handling that issue. But it is unfortunate, you can't also table an issue and you expect it to be handled within, especially when our leader is in detention. We know how long now what we are facing. Nobody sees that her accusations will not be looked into. We in the DOS, we will make sure that there is accountability in whatever we are doing. Because without accountability, we cannot be able to run this movement. What we are saying is this. If somebody have an accusation, and this thing emanated after our leader went inside, why can't these issues be challenged to the DOS? Even though the person will say, I am the DOS, but you see the situation we are right now. This issue will be handled by the social media, seeking for people to sometimes when you do those things, you are also struggle in this. People will say, IPOB they are running, the people used to make a mistake. After they said in Britain, we do it like this. Are we Britain? Are we British? We are talking about something that has no structure. Nothing is working. You always compare us with countries who are ahead of us, who have been civilized over 500 years ago, or 400 years ago. We cannot even have it. So who we are saying is this. Nobody anybody not to present or present
Please check your side. Your voice is not coming out as normal. Please.
Mas,
Yes.
let
Yes.
me join you? Is it also? Can I join you with another one? Just hold on.
Okay. What about the first one? I think it's better, isn't it?
That's what I'm doing now. Let me join you with another one. Just a minute. Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Do I shut it? You can cut and come back as you wish. As we are waiting, let me add another thing on the second question about this financial allegation or something like that. You know, our people, they want something to be done. If we complain today, they want action to be taken today. Everything decided today.
Yeah, Mazi, can you hear me?
It's better. It's highly better now. Please go on.
Okay, it's better now. So what I'm saying is this, and besides, these are issues of finance. There are people in that finance. Finance is not something you come on the social media and you get justice. You can put down your petitions. You don't go to the level, you make video, you make all the judgment. We are not saying that nobody is doubting and what he's saying. But what we are saying, in this way, everybody will be biased to handle it. Because it has been blown out of proportion. People have taken it out of proportion. In some way, it has been seen as a blackmail. Even though it will be investigated. But everybody, anybody will see, even though they are truth, you can turn your own truth to become lies. You can turn lies to be truth in this modern world. But what we are saying is this. In IPOB, the way we have been able to come this far is because there is a system. There is a way things are being done. Everybody knows the difficult situation we are inside. Any issues, and there are issues they rose, not in the public. Those issues, the DOS are working their best, trying their best to make sure they rectify from the account, from everything. They are working to make sure, because it's not just something you just jump in and they make some, like a magical order. So what we are saying is this. These issues are being looked into. These accusations are being looked into. We're not going to look backward on it. As long as it's an issue, people need them to be addressed. It will be addressed. But what we are saying is that, can we refrain from seeking judgment on social media? You can't get any judgment on social media. Rather, people will instigate you, they will cause more problem on it, and at the end of the day, everybody becomes a loser. That is one thing in it, Mazi. Then, finally, you said, our barrister said he was captured in the airport, and I would have preferred, since our leader is alive, he will tell this story one day, how it all happened. I do not want to be, quoted or said that barrister said, because from you to barrister to me, it will lose the test of the message. Anything that have happened in Kenya, the story will be,
released in due time.
Release in due time. Biafrans will know. And in due time, our leader will give information on what happened, where they arrested him. But what we know is that it was a sold out, because they arrested him claiming he's a terrorist, and who we say is a terrorist is the Nigerian government. So I would not like to talk much, because our leader is alive, and I know he will tell this story in the shortest period of time. So Mazi Kelechi, I think all the answers I have given out here will bring you to the conviction that there is nothing we are looking or neglecting. The leadership is they were taking recognition of everything that is happening around us, the way our people feel, their concerns, and things they want the issues to be handled. But what I'm saying is this. The moment somebody brought up an issue, please, if you go to the CRBC, they are handling cases. Many, and they have handled a lot of cases, and those cases have been settled. So these issues will be handled also. And I know at the end of the day, everybody, if you're guilty, Or if you are found wanting in IPOB, trust me, IPOB people will shred you into pieces. Not only
They allow them to go to school. They are women in Afghan.